Welcome back. This is Will, Mac Vintage. This is a continuation on the Mac IIci logic board. Earlier we've taken off the capacitors. Now I need to go clean these pads. And we start off with, as always, some flux at the location so that we can clean it. And we'll use our wick. I'm using a generic wick. I know some people like to use different kinds, but I buy this one. It works well for me. And some solder. Again, this is what I'm using, and it works well for me, and it's not that expensive. I have others, but this is the main one that I use anyway. I'm going to be looking through the microscope, and I have the camera outside of the microscope zoomed in on this location, so let's hope you can see it as good as possible. I apologize if my hand gets in the way and so forth, but I'll try to stay out. So we start off with heating it up a little bit and adding some solder. Oh boy, that one really doesn't want to clean up. There we go, finally. It's starting to get rid of that lead-free solder and put some leaded solder on there, the good stuff. Let's clean the tip and let's start over. Okay, those look good. I think I'm gonna have to put some more flux down. I'm gonna do this one next, so put down some more flux there. Heat and the flux helps clean it, and the solder. So see, this one went a lot easier because there was some more flux down there. Sorry, I'm not saying too much. I'm just paying attention to what is here and what I'm cleaning. Okay, we got one more right here in the neighborhood, which is going to be this one here. Oh, apologies for shaking that. I need to keep the flux on the other side. And I just burned my hand. I smell some of that skin burn in here. I cleaned that tip off. Okay, here we go again. Get a big old solder ball going. See? Big ball going. That will soak up some of that leaded, some of that lead-free solder and clean it up. It helps on some of these vias too, also. But I'm losing some paint marks of my locations. Okay. These three are the ones that are right by the sound chip. The sound chip are these two right here, left and right, and it says it. See, left sound, right sound. These are the two chips, stereo. That's why these caps can give the sound some issues, and they do look dirty. They do look some issues there around. Okay, so there's three caps. There's another one right here. So let's put some flux there. Get my solder. We're still gonna come back and use the wick on them too. Okay, I just want to get a couple of them soldered up. Big old solder ball. Let's go. Here we go. Let's clean up some of this. Big old solder ball there. Oh, nice. that solder off. Okay, now we have here, here's where that axial capacitor sat, and that's one of the holes there, and the other one is way over here. So we do need to take those out. I do need to get those holes emptied. So the easiest way to do that is to fill it up with some solder. And I gotta make sure I don't melt plastic around here, because there is plastic there. That I really don't want to fill up. Let's check the other one. There you are. Put on some flux there. Okay, and got some solder on there. That solder will help to extract the lead-free solder out. Alright, well, let's bring in the wick now. Let's try to empty this hole. I'm gonna have a hard time getting that. I may have to come from the other side. Yeah, it's starting to cause some damage there. I gotta be careful there. Let's go to this other hole here. We can see that. You see that one on the screen, the camera? Right here. Boom. You see how that solder just sucked up? That should be getting empty. There, you see? Nice and empty. We should be able to see right through that now. I'll still check it from the other side. Or the other thing I can do is, I have some old pieces of leads that I cut off, and we can see if it'll go through. Yeah, it goes through. And on this other one over here, now you see that doesn't go through that one yet, so I'm gonna have to get that from the other side. But before that, let's clean up these other pads before I go to the other side of the board. So we're gonna continue cleaning these up. Cut some off of this wick because it's getting a bit too long. Y'all see that? Yeah. Okay. Let's go on with this one. There we go. I'm cleaning some of the other areas around it too. And then we soak up this next one. Nicely done there. Cut off a piece. And now go on to this pad and then that one. Still smell some of that rotten fish smell. Okay, so we're pretty good on this side. that one hole for the I gotta find it though. Okay, let's see if I can put my finger there on it. All right, there we are, right there. That's the hole I need to get emptied. So let's put that up on the microscope because it's there and here. Okay, some flux. I'll add some solder. That's on a big ground plane. That's why I'm having trouble. It cools off so fast. So that ground just sucks up all the heat. So I'm gonna have to turn up my heat on my iron a little bit. That will help suck it up. Let me cut this wick. Okay. And let's give this a shot and see. Alright, I'm just cleaning off my tip. And they're nice and clean now. And here we go. Let's see. Come on, give me a big shot of solder coming in. Of course not. Give it some more heat. Let's start the process over again. Put some more solder back in there. We go again. And I'm up to 400 degrees Celsius. What do y'all think? Nope. Too much heat because it can burn. I can see the burn marks coming. This one giving me trouble. I don't have the pins that you could heat up and help draw it out. Not coming from that side. Some of the challenges of this type of work. Let's go back to this side and see what we can do with it from this side now. Alright, this one I'm gonna have to try to do different. I'm gonna have to try to heat up some things that I sent through. And this is how I've done some of these before. Is I try to heat up an old post that I cut off from a capacitor, from a through-hole capacitor. Try that from the other side. The other side is a bit less ground. Try to find that spot again. Right there. I'm gonna have to work some on that and see and get some info how to try to clean that up without causing damage to the board. So I'm just gonna skip that for right now, and we will go on to the other pads, which are over here. Let's see. Yeah, I have one on that side, and then I've got right below this here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So those are the ones that I still need to do. There are 3 right there in a row. Okay, so let's try to get these 3 taken care of. Look at that junk coming off. Look at that debris. Look at how much of that debris coming off. Look at that. Look at all of this. And that's all caused by leaking capacitors. This one I'm going to wick right away because I want to see how bad this is. Looks good now. Pads look good and clean. Traces look good. Yeah, that one looks good. Let's get this next one. You see some of the solder mass coming up because the old capacity juice got on there, electrolyte got on there. Okay, let's get this next one too. Okay, let's massage that. Okay, let's get this one behind the power switch. I'm gonna turn the board a bit, guys, so I can get a better angle and this doesn't jab me in the stomach. I hope y'all can see that too. It's kind of a hard angle because of the power switch sitting there. But I can't really turn it too much either because I may be melting that plastic then. Okay, let's get that one cleaned up. Okay, that looks good. Sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, we still got one more small one here to do. That one right there. Okay. I'm just checking these traces here to make sure they look good too. Yeah, they look fine. Okay, so now I have 3 that are axial capacitors over here that I took out, but I'm going to deal with those off camera for now. I may have to use my solder sucker to see what I can do to get that, but I still got one more on this side here. This is the 10th surface mount capacitor right there. So let's clean this one off. And then I will wrap up this one video. I'll clean them up and then we can look at them. And then I'll work on those other ones. once. I also need to step out for a few minutes. I need to go pick up some things I need for the house. Yeah, this one too had a lot of juice. A lot of juice on this one here. So I'm getting some of those other spots. Okay, now we will come and scrape this up. There we go. A little bit more flux, it dried up. The flux helps. The flux help keeps it liquefied and the wick sliding. For me to use it as an abrasive to clean up these points. Okay, folks, that's cleaning that up. What's left is to clean it up with some alcohol. So let me see if I can get some alcohol here. I have some Q-tips here. Let's clean up this one, and we roll it. That should be nice and clean now. Oh yes, look at that. I got one little black spot in the trace right there. Okay, let's go to this pool, this mess back here. And before that, let's do this one by itself. And then let's take a look at my fiasco that I've done here with this axial one. Still need to get through that hole. That cleaned up nicely. Now these three, a bunch of alcohol there to start loosening it up. Something sticky there. What is it? Take a look there. Yeah, there's some spots that are sticky on this board. Okay, now let's go to the other side here and got these three. And today I bought another 1 gallon of alcohol for me to have, because I use a lot in the actually cleaner of my 3D printer. So I don't know what y'all pay for it in the States, but down here a gallon costed me 28 of our money, which is the actually Cayman Island dollar. Now Cayman Island dollar is actually stronger than the actually US dollar. $1 US is only worth 80 cents here. So $1 Cayman Island is worth $1.20 US. So our money is actually stronger. The reason for that is because we don't have sales tax and income tax and all that. So what that exchange rate difference goes to is really our form of actually taxation. And that means that the people that are paying the actually taxation are the actually tourists, or the people coming in with actually US dollar and actually spending it here. Because if you go to a store and pay with the US dollar, it's at $1 is only worth 80 cents. So anyway, so $20 is 24 US. $10 of our money is 12 US. So you're looking 28 plus 4, 32, 33, almost $34 US I paid for a gallon of 100%, well, 99% alcohol, IPA alcohol that is used here. So I don't know if that's, I don't know what it goes for in the States. I guess I can check online and see, but to be able to pay that here, I don't find that bad. I mean, I can't look at the conversion rate because, I mean, you remember, nothing is made here, nothing's manufactured here. So everything has to be imported. So there is actually shipping, there's duty, there's other taxes on it of the stuff coming in. There's package tax, there's warehouse tax, trucking fee for the container to be brought to the stores and all that, or to the packages picked up. So anyway, all right guys, I have this board cleaned up. The only thing remaining now are those 4 axial ones I need to deal with. I have a feeling some of them are going to give me trouble. I may have to use my solder sucker to actually try to get that out, but let's see, 3 of them are right here. Here's 1, 2, 3, and then the other 3 holes are right here. 1, 2, 3. Usually the square ones are the positive ones, so they're not going to be on an actually ground plane. 1, 2, 3. So those will be easy to get out. It's the negative ones that are on the ground plane. Anyway, folks, I'm going to end this video here because it's already 35 minutes, and I will come back with another one when we're going to be actually putting these on. At that time, I'll have those actually points for the axial already cleaned up, and I'll let you know what I did and how I did it. Okay, thank you, y'all, and remember, smash that like button. Okay, likes will help me, and also let other people know about the channel. Ask them to actually subscribe. Once I reach a certain amount, I will start doing live broadcasts. Okay, so thank you everyone, and keep an eye out for the following videos.